Seltzer.com. Get some 8% seltzer shipped right to your house. We got the peach, we got the watermelon, we got the pina colada, and the blue raspberry. We are currently live in over 300 stores in Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Outer Banks in North Carolina. And if you're heading out to the Major League ballparks this summer, make sure to check us out at the Miami Marlins Stadium, as well as Tropicana Field, home to the Tampa Bay Rays, as well as the Tampa Bay Rowdies. We are live inside all three stadiums. So if you're down in Florida this year, check us out. Go to hardafseltzer.com today and check your store locator or order them right to your house. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com. JB.
Hello.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Look at you. You're all Halloween dressed up today.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you?
I'm a basic bitch. Day of the Dead skeleton. It's the first part of the makeup. Later I'll do the whole
face.
The whole fucking shit.
Yeah. It's chilly out there tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be chilly.
This is one of the coldest Halloweens in our lifetimes, I believe.
Yeah, it is in the state of Texas.
No, in the country.
Yeah.
What?
Like across the whole country.
Across the whole country.
It's fucking cold as shit in Chicago today.
Yeah, it's snowing in Chicago, I believe.
Yeah.
How do you trick or treat in the snow, guys?
It's gonna be. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a little bit tougher tonight. Like, it's windy. It's about 40 degrees in Texas. I was thinking about last year was, I think, 70 on Halloween.
Yeah, it was kind of hot actually.
It was a little warm, but if you're out there, obviously bundle up tonight. But I think this will be a brief one for a lot of the children's because it's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
I know our kids are getting ramped up around 4:30. I think Bob's are too.
Yeah.
And we kind of scheduled the day around that. Bob, I was able to pull that off, so we'll do NFL after today's show.
College or NFL?
We'll do NFL today.
Okay.
I feel like it's an NFL day. There's some things I'm waiting for in the college game. So you can join us on Sports immediately after this on YouTube. We'll be doing a live show there. All of them back-to-back today. And a funsy fucking Halloween day here today, so everybody can take their children out tonight.
We'll get you out of here by 4.
And then Delco, well, it's not that. Look, I love doing the show every day, so it's one of my favorite things in the world. But
no, I'm saying for the kids.
Yeah, for the kids, obviously.
For the kids.
And then Delco and Joel have adopted some kids, and they're going to take them out tonight, which is fun.
I have a couple Ukrainians.
Yep.
Oh,
they're going to take them out around the neighborhood.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Dan's really big on taking refugees, but he was offered some Palestinians, and he said no.
He said no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want any Hamas.
But that's Delco, right?
It is. It's classic Delco.
Classic Delco.
Like riding for Palestine, but keep it over there.
Yeah.
And we're giving out Hard AF Seltzer to kids tonight. We're going to be the bad parents. So instead of razor blades, we're just going to give children 8% seltzers and see what happens.
Like,
Now,
do you like watermelon? Yeah.
I always say that it's important to not put needles in candy, in the kids' candy, because it's irresponsible. All right, if you put it in the candy, the needle's no longer clean. Children deserve clean needles.
Yes.
So I hand out
Sure
needles
do.
separately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Clean needles
And
separately.
methadone, yep. And
Yeah.
seltzer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he might not be at that neighborhood much longer. I think
Probably
he's
not.
just going to burn it to the ground. Do you know what I mean?
Talking about moving.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, so he's like razor blade. He's like all these
Mr.
motherfuckers.
Real
that-
estate mogul over here is already trying to flip his house.
I
I
know.
know.
It happens, though. Look, you want kids and neighbors and all that other stuff and some people to hang out with. Been there before, Bob, so I understand it. But yeah, it's going to be a blast tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Luckily, my costume is warm.
Right.
Super warm. So it's Teen Wolf, and it's a huge, giant, furry costume. I'll be fine boozing around with the neighbors tonight and having all the fun. But I got a warm costume. I feel bad for the sluts tonight.
Yeah.
Cold as like Bob said, cold as Halloween across the nation on record. Not a great night for sluts.
Yeah.
Covered up.
They got to be covered up tonight. What are you going to do?
And by the way,
That's a slut who doesn't mean it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Time's up, whores.
Yep. You got to brave it. You've got to either, just do it or not.
Yeah. You gotta do
there's
it.
no covering up. There's no coat over the slut stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Can't, dude. You can't slut it up like that.
Nothing grosser than a slut that's covered it all
In
up.
a big baggy coat.
I mean, just shivering.
Yeah.
Suck it up. Drink some brandy.
I got some sad news, obviously, to report over the weekend. Matthew Perry is dead at 54 years old here. Strange one, right?
Yeah. When I first heard it, it was definitely like, holy shit. Yeah. Obviously, what's the first thing you think?
Drugs. I don't know if this was a drug one.
But I don't think it was, although...
I think this one was a lifetime achievement OD.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. A life well lived.
Like
you know what I mean?
He was. I don't think he was on drugs or alcohol.
He just slowly.
Just the body was like
faded into the water.
So here's what we know so far.
He shouldn't have ever stopped the drugs.
And we'll get to that in a second, because here's what we know so far is what they found out yesterday is that there was some COPD medicine, I guess, for like a heart condition and some antidepressants and everything else. There was nicotine patches in the house and like gum and stuff. So like clearly he was trying to be healthier, and they said he played pickleball for a couple hours earlier and used to do that every day and all that stuff. And then the assistant who was there at the house, he had asked him to run an errand for him, and then by the time he got back, I guess he just missed him. Like he was down in the bathtub, but not like dead for a long time, which kind of makes it even sadder because he just missed it. And
he was in the hot tub.
Yes, in the hot tub,
not bathtub.
Oh, I'm sorry, hot tub. Yes,
yeah,
it was Whitney
bathtub
Houston.
is
Whitney Houston
drugs. Nobody drowns in the bathtub unless they're fucked up.
Right.
But
and his hot tub, we showed this picture at the end of Dringer Bros last night, was massive. I mean it.
And the view was amazing. And I have to take solace in that he was just like, all right, he had headphones on, don't know what he was listening to, would love to know.
Yeah.
And just, like Delco was saying, just slipped down into the water. And I think it was just like a rich person's life well lived, amazing view and good night. You know what I mean? Sweet Prince.
I think why it's sad. Well, one, it was one of the biggest TV shows of all time. Right? Is there a bigger sitcom ever, maybe?
Seinfeld.
I still think it's Friends only because people still watch Friends. Like
people still watch Seinfeld.
Yeah, I think it's just.
But whenever we come back, if a babysitter if a babysitter or something, it's always fucking Friends that's on. Like I've never seen anything like it. What do you think? You got Friends or Seinfeld at onesie twosie?
I think it's
I'm
generational.
with you, Bob. I get Seinfeld as the top two, but I think Friends is one.
I don't even think it's generational. I think it's just where you grew up in the country. Because like I think everybody in the Northeast watched Seinfeld.
Okay.
I mean, my parents were. I loved Friends as a kid more than I liked Seinfeld because just the humor was lower.
A little over your head.
Yeah. But my parents, I think it's just slightly older generations love Seinfeld, but they're not posting about how they're streaming Seinfeld for the millionth day in a row or
memeing it.
I've never watched a full episode of Friends.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I kind of checked out towards the last few seasons, but I remember watching it live. I'm not one of those people, though, who ever goes back and watches old TV shows. Like, once it's over, it's done, and then I've moved on with my life. I'm not a big rerun guy. I don't watch The Office reruns or anything like that. Not really sure why. Maybe it's because of live sports, I guess. But yeah, that's it.
But this day is not about you. So, Matt...
It's not about me.
Matt Man,
that he was going by on
I think he was. So what was happening is he was really trying to make Matt Man happen on Instagram.
Well, I think it could have been funny, but it was short. I mean, look, he had a shit ton of followers on Instagram, by the way.
Yeah. It was strange. If you go to his Instagram, he was really, towards the end, really trying to make a Matt Man kind of resurgence. Anyways, whatever.
But what do you do?
Point
with
is,
that?
so
What
he did have a heart condition. He was on medication for that.
Yep.
Cautionary tale. Don't play pickleball. No.
No.
It's the hot tub thing. Like, you aren't actually, if you have a heart condition or if you're on any of those kind of medications, you actually aren't supposed to go into a hot tub for any.
It's written down on every hot tub.
It's literally like
Is it really?
Yes. Like,
okay.
if you have a heart condition, if you're, elderly, if you're
Call
whatever.
it the hot tub's bluff.
They're like, look, I know. Yeah, the hot tub makers are like, look, I know you think this is a 3-foot pool of water that makes you comfortable, but you are sitting in death.
Yeah, and you're going to get cooked.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally going to
like
be...
a little lobster.
You're going to be cooked like a lobster. Can your heart handle
I think
it,
about
right?
that every time my baby's in the bath. I'm like, wow, I'm cleaning you, but boy, you are just surrounded by death right now. Like, if I just fucking walk out of the room for 2 minutes and I come back in, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, do you keep the baby's bath at like a 90?
No, but if he falls
105?
over, if he falls over.
Sure. Oh no, you're right. You're right.
Well, also he throws the baby in the microwave for a couple seconds.
Yeah,
just to
yeah,
feel
yeah.
alive.
You have to. You have
But
to.
that's
Is that
kind
what we're
of
doing now? Rob microwaves his baby.
yeah.
What the fuck even is that?
Just the truth. I mean, I don't know. No, Rob microwaves his baby.
Yeah, everybody knows Rob microwaves his baby.
On Ross Patterson Revolution memes that will be made.
I'm sure.
In literally
Yeah.
5
Bob
seconds.
microwaves his baby, for sure. For sure.
They really
You're
are
gonna
on that.
Photoshop that. Don't use my real baby.
They
Yeah,
really
obviously.
are on.
Oh,
on fire with that, but
they're
yeah.
they're on fire with that. But what I hate is the shitty stories that come out of these celebrity deaths of like, oh, he was alone, he was isolated. Bob, pull up the TMZ story where they said that he had recently downsized and it made him look poor. And I was like, what? Wait, what?
And we all know that
I read
he's
this
not
article.
poor.
Pick up the one about his downsizing of his house there, and show this house. And then the one he sold, by the way, to get into this house, it is not it's
Is it
not
all
a
in the
down-
article?
See it from the
Yeah.
post.
It was on TMZ. I read it on TMZ.
I got another downsized with the post.
Oh, there we go. The cottage,
Yeah,
yes.
the cottage
So,
where
okay,
he was
pop
very
this-
lonely.
Yeah, pop this up on screen, okay? For everybody out there. No, just the headline real quick so people can see it. Matthew Perry sold $35 million in real estate, downsized to cottage, where he was very lonely in years before death. So I was like, oh, shit. Well, what's this cottage here? It's a 3,000 square foot 4-bedroom with an enormous infinity pool that overlooks all of the Palisades and the most beautiful view of all time. It's an amazing house.
Look at this place,
I had a
dude.
fucking buddy who lived up here, almost identical. It might even be the same fucking street. Show that to the audience of how beautiful this place is. Downsizing to a 3,000 foot cottage, you fucking assholes.
3,000 square. That's bigger than my house.
I mean,
look at how amazing this place is. Look
but
at that.
not only.
Oh God, there it is.
Yeah, I know.
Well, keep going, Bob.
I know.
So that was the one that came with it, and then he bought another pool and put it in there.
Yeah, but this is the tub, I think.
Right. But keep going. You can see other shots of this pool into the hot tub and everything else.
I mean, I don't know what you guys are talking about. This looks like
There it is.
humble
Perfect.
abode.
Okay, so
this is
this is the new one he built
Yeah.
that he had put in, and it was like that was him downsizing to this palatial fucking.
It's a sensible
I
house.
think-
Fuck you.
It's a
This is-
sensible house.
It's tough to see an actual picture of rock bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sad. You
I know
guys.
that street. I know that neighborhood. Like all those places there, it's kind of like high school because these neighborhoods aren't very big. You know them.
Yeah.
The Palisades or Malibu, whatever. Because they even showed the place where he downsized from Malibu. I know where that house is too. No, you're not downsizing from a 15,000 square foot house as a single man.
Yeah.
He had no wife. He had no kids, and he had an assistant who popped over for a few hours out of the day. You're not downsizing. You don't spend any time in a house of that size, even at 3,000 square feet.
Right.
I'm sure there was rooms that he never went in this fucking house, dude. And so, yeah, he's going to go and chill out in this giant hot tub that's fucking amazing, and they're going to make him look like a piece of shit over it. Each of those people from Friends made around $400 million. Let's say he spent half of that on cocaine. He still has $200 million. All right? He's still rich as fuck, Matthew Perry. We're all good. You don't need to make it seem like he's fucking poor and was downtrodden in his final moments. Like, he was fine in his 3,000 square foot cottage.
But, like, what do you think he was going to be for Halloween?
This year? Probably himself. Probably Chandler.
Yeah, I mean, let's be festive. It's not the Day of the Dead yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, he would have liked that. He would have appreciated it.
Probably would have been Matman.
He would have appreciated that comment.
He would have been Matman.
Other fun fact, his stepdad is Keith Morrison.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I know.
Creepy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But look, like Bob said, hard life, hard living. It is sad when someone is like just starting to figure it out, but like, was he happy? I mean, my gosh, if you have access to that many pills,
I mean,
and then you just stop taking them.
Let me ask you. Do you think it was the Friends thing that kind of everybody else was doing something else and he didn't? Like,
I would argue that during Friends, when he was on especially all the drugs, he had the probably second best career outside of Friends.
Yeah.
Out of the cast.
I agree.
Movies and stuff.
Actually, maybe even better than Aniston at the time.
At the time,
yeah.
The show was going on.
Yep.
He was the one, Whole 9 Yards, great, huge movie.
Oh, yeah,
He was
shit.
in fucking Almost Heroes, the last Chris Farley movie that was very underrated.
Love Rush or whatever the fuck.
Fools Rush In.
Fools Rush In.
He had when the show was going on, especially when he was super addicted to everything, he had the best movie career of anyone on the show.
Yeah.
That's true. And then, like, what about who played Ross?
Schwimmer. David Schwimmer.
Like, what did Schwimmer? Before OJ, what was
Uncle Juice?
What was Schwimmer doing?
He tried his hand at
Remember
directing.
Breastmen? There was a
did
great.
he? Okay.
Yeah, he did, and there was a great show, or I think it was a movie called Breastmen on HBO. He was actually very good in that. But that's kind of it.
Schwimmer,
Dog.
I loved him so much in that OJ show.
Oh my
So did I.
god!
As Robert Kardashian.
That was great.
The hardest I laughed at any show that year was when he was just going through the biography and he was like, oh, that's true.
Yeah.
When they wrote like about the
he was perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did. There was. I hate that reunion is one of the last. Besides his press tour, I'm glad he did the press tour with his book and he looked good and seemed clear and all of that. That reunion
Was rough.
was one of the saddest things. And he was just sad and he was bitter and he kept making comments like, nobody calls me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no one would care if I was gone. Like, you're just like, oh, God. Yeah. And I don't think that has anything to do with stuff from Friends. That is a deep-seated something going on with that guy.
Yeah. It's a hard one because you could go the other route and be happy that you were on Friends and be like, great, man. If it all ends today, who gives a shit, Because do you remember he had a show that they put a lot of money into? It was called The Odd Couple. So they tried to do this remake of The Odd Couple on NBC, and they spent millions of dollars on it.
It was him and Thomas Lennon.
That's right.
From Reno 911.
Yes, you're right. Shit. And it didn't do well, and the network had spent all this money on it, and that was kind of like we're all done with this, and we got to move on with our life. But
he was a genuinely funny
I know.
good actor.
For sure.
Like I liked him a lot. He like The Whole 9 Yards is a genuinely hilarious movie, I think. And I think he's really good in
Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip he was really good in too. God damn it, man.
He was in just some stuff that didn't catch on.
Yeah.
I read a what do you call it? A obituary or just sort of tribute to him where they were saying he had another show that was really good but just didn't hook in, and it was I don't remember Mr. Sunshine maybe.
Oh, he was
no,
in
Mr.
Fallout New Vegas.
It was the one Go On, that might have been it, where he's like a sportscaster.
Yeah, that was good.
God,
Studio 60,
that's perfect for him.
Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip was really, really fucking good. It was Aaron Sorkin, and it was kind of like a behind the scenes show about SNL, where they were playing on a fake SNL thing, and it was really fucking good.
Right.
And people just didn't like it. Sarah Paulson was in it. That was the first time I saw Paulson in something.
Well, it had a problem too. It was on NBC.
Sure.
And it premiered.
Yep.
Sure.
In 2006.
Yep.
Right.
The same year
as
30 Rock.
Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah,
Although
that's
30
true.
Rock was a shower, not a grower, right? I mean, did people love it when it kept like almost getting canceled
every year? Yeah.
Kudrow, obviously, always awesome in her like mockumentary.
But she had that comeback with the HBO thing, and then she won an Emmy.
Comeback.
Yeah.
The comeback was the best. Then
Courtney Cox went on to do Cougar Town. Jay Anus obviously became Jay Anus, and Schwimmer's the one I think out of that group where you were like, eh.
Courtney Cox, yeah.
Courtney Cox kept doing shows. Cougar Town lasted for like 8 seasons.
Cougar Town's so good. I don't give it. I don't care what anyone
people
says.
loved it, dude. People
I
loved
don't give
it.
a shit what anyone says.
Yeah, it was Bill Lawrence.
Bob likes Cougar Town, okay?
Cougar,
Don't
it's
fucking
actually,
come at me.
Don't ever come at me about Cougar Town. It's really annoying to me that Bill Lawrence's biggest hit was after Scrubs was Ted Lasso and not Cougar Town, because Cougar Town is 20 times the show that fucking Ted Lasso is.
Yeah, I agree, Bob.
Wow.
I agree. I don't like Ted Lasso either. I agree.
That's such a weird hill to die on, right?
I mean, but don't fucking come at
Nobody's
him.
dying on the
Thriving
hill.
on it.
Don't fucking come at him about Cougar
Nobody's
Town.
dying on the hill. We're just climbing up it.
He's so fucking tired of
Appreciating the
people
view.
coming at him about Cougar Town, and he has to say it's good. It's like crazy.
Yeah. But it was one of the biggest shows of all time, and you feel sad because we all watched it and all that other shit. You know?
Yeah, all jokes aside, like it's fucking tragic as shit.
It is.
Honestly.
It is.
Like to just slip down into your hot tub. I mean, my God, it's horrible. And to have everyone go like, what drugs was he on? Honestly.
Yeah, I know. I had one embarrassing interaction with him one time that was pretty funny. I told it on the show years ago. But the one meeting it's one time I met him was at a Maxim party, which was like a big deal at the time. They used to do this like Hot 100 thing.
Was that like Tiger Beat?
Yes.
Maxim?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sort of. Yeah, for fucking hot chicks, right?
Okay.
It's like Tiger Beat for like 17-year-old dudes who just really need to jerk off.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playboy.
I mean,
Correct.
they still do Hot 100.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like online probably.
Yeah, who knows, right? And so you showed up early because that was the thing. And you probably remember these days where they were like, if the fire department comes, they're going to shut down the list and no one else can get in, and whoever's there is there, right?
I don't know. I didn't go to stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sure I believe you.
But I was with my agents, and you kind of went with your agent to these things. You could kind of split up the party, and he was there. And she was like, oh, I had a client on Friends. So we can talk to him because there wasn't many people there yet. And so we introduced ourselves. And he was like, hey, Matthew, whatever. She's like, oh, I worked with so-and-so and blah, 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 I represent so-and-so. He's like, oh, what's your name? My name's Monica, and it was my agent. And he's like, what's your name? I was like, well, it's Ross. Nice to meet you. And he goes, fuck you guys. And I didn't get it. It went way over my head. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I don't know what's happening. I was like, what's wrong? And he goes, Ross and Monica. He goes, you know how many times I've heard that fucking joke in my life? And I go, oh my God, no, I'm sorry. And it didn't dawn on me. And he asked for identification. We gave him our IDs, and he checked the IDs. And it was awesome and hilarious. And he was super nice after that. But like, that's how big that show was, where fucking everybody knew it. And it's, yeah. When you're on a show that big,
Your
what do you
stories
do?
don't usually give this much of an insight into, like, that's a weird interaction for him to have with
that is.
someone.
Super
For
weird.
Matthew Perry.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he really just was pissed off at you guys
Yep.
and telling you to fuck yourself.
Yep. And here's the thing. He was super nice afterwards, but
Sure.
the show is so big. I'm sure he goes, I've heard that a million fucking times. Like,
So
be original.
what?
Be original.
Did you hear it for all the millions that you fucking made? So what?
But it depends.
Like, you hear the Ross and Monica again. And by the way, it's not even that funny of a thing.
I didn't think it was funny, and I didn't really understand. But then I was like, oh, shit, that's right, the show. But that show was massive. Everybody knew it. I'm sure he got it all the fucking time. Either way, he was pleasant afterwards. But yeah, he really did fucking hear that all the goddamn time. And I think a lot of those people, and we talked about this with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I think if she didn't do something as big as Veep after Seinfeld, I think you live with this fucking weird guilt, or some people do. That's all they're going to be, is this one character from this one thing, and that's it, where I think you should be grateful for it. But it depends on what it is.
Curse. Yeah, it's fucking. Well, I think I talked about this on the show the other day. How what's his name? Dwight Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
Was like talking about how when he was on The Office, he was just walking around all pissed off that he wasn't doing like better movies and shit like that. in the middle of being on the fucking Office.
Yeah. One of the greatest shows of all time. Yeah. And he'll always be Dwight, probably. And is that a bad thing? Like, no, dude.
I always think of him as the guy from The Meg.
About the shark? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, of course. I remember him from Juno, but I don't think it's a bad thing. And you made a bunch of money, and you got to be happy with it. But, Urkel was still pissed off to this day.
Yeah.
Jaleel White? What are you laughing about, by the way?
Oh, sorry. Just the next thing I want to talk about. But yeah.
Urkel was always mad that he was Urkel.
Yeah, but he's Urkel.
I
don't want
Yeah, I guess.
What? He was a great guest.
He was not only was a great guest on Drinking Bros, but he's a great person and a human being in real life.
But
and
they said before, they were just like, he doesn't want, you know what I mean?
Oh, no, he joked about it.
He did?
He did, yeah.
So
he was actually promoting weed called Purple Urkel on the show, right? It was on Drinking Bros. Yeah.
So a lot of those people finally come around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know what's funny about that too is I had an interaction with someone like that who was like, "Don't fucking call me that."
Right.
Don't fucking do it. When we were promoting Neighbors, when Neighbors came out, the fraternity movie was Zac Efron.
Yep.
I was McLovin, wasn't it?
Yep. We did a promotion with the cast, not Efron, but Dave Franco, Gerard Carmichael,
played like beer
McLovin,
pong with
and
them.
me played Flip Cup together against some A&M kids for a promotion in College Station.
Mm-hmm.
And the studio reps from I think Universal were just like, "Hey," before the actors came, they're like, "Hey,
Don't call him McLovin.
don't call him McLovin. Just don't do that."
What a fucking asshole. Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you, it happens all the time. Bob's correct.
Yep. And by the way,
All the time.
he came out. They gave us this note. They gave me this note. But they still walked out, and all the college kids were like, McLovin!
Yeah. Yeah.
And what did he do? Was he a fucking dick about?
He was a nice guy, but he was like awkward. He was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why? What else are you?
Look, I'm
What
with
else are you?
Jesse? But people get pissed off.
If he's won an Oscar after, it's like, okay, like let's not do the McLovin, right?
I just want to be like, do you even know your character's name from Role Models, McLovin?
Thank you.
Do you?
Thank you. Which, by the way, McLovin, forgive me, McLovin, but, and I would just be like, what else? And did love you in Role Models, by the way.
He's great. He's a
But he was McLovin in Role Models.
Yes.
And he was
So-
super nice.
And Role Models is great and everything, but Superbad was one of the best movies of that
I know.
era.
I know.
My God, I
one of the
would
best
die to be
comedies ever.
recognized as something forever.
I know, but there's so many people though that are like, because you guys have done a shit ton of interviews too with dudes like this, and that's dude, they just run away from it. No, man, I do this now, or I'm something different. And it's like, just be grateful for what you did and what you had and everything else. But I think it's the people too, all these people that you're describing, like McLovin and everybody else, even Jaleel White, because in real life, I don't know that he's married or has kids or anything else. Matthew Perry was alone when he was single. When he died. When you don't have a wife or super close friends or children or things that you love that occupy and fulfill your life and make you a fulfilled person, I think that's when it gets dark and you're not able to accept like that you're McLovin or somebody like that. Like for me, that's why I don't have any, like I have zero regret or desire to go back to movies or all that stuff. Like I love what I do. I have a great wife. I have great children. I have great friends. There is other things that are fulfilling to me other than a career or whatever you were chasing at the time, You
don't complain about those checks coming in when you got
Never.
Like, kids to pay for and shit. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You're like,
yes.
oh yeah, I'm fucking McLovin.
Yeah, dude, at least,
That's
Is there an event? Is there a Comic-Con or something I can be fucking McLovin? Like, I'll do it, right?
Yeah.
Because
100%.
my friends, it does not last.
I know, it does not last. So you've got to be grateful, even if you're fucking McLovin or Chandler or whatever it is. But I think a lot of people have a hard time with it. We've gotten that a bunch on Drinking Bros. Don't bring up this. And you're just like, all right, man, but that's who you are, Who is it? It was one porn star that tried to come on the show and she wanted to talk about porn. I was like, what do you do in life? Like you do fucking porn. Sure, you might not do that anymore, but let's address it and then we can talk about whatever the fuck else it is you're doing.
Hey guys, I know that I'm really famous for killing 5 bears at the summit of Mount Everest. But I really want to talk about my bakery. I'm a baker.
Don't bring
now.
I'm a baker now,
100% though, that's a lot of people. They're like, I know you know me from this, but I'm so much more. And the real shit of it is you're not.
You're not. No.
And I think that's what they don't want to confront, right?
If it wasn't for that,
and I'm not, and
I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Exactly, dude. And I'm not either. Like, dude, it's fine. But you just have to accept it and understand that you got some crazy opportunity that was amazing and enjoy it, because otherwise, man, your life is going to be fucking dark. Like, do you ever see McLovin getting married and having kids? And
I think he is married.
Is he really? Okay, thank God. Then I think he might be fine after this.
And according to Bob, he was like a nice guy.
He was nice. Yeah, he was a super nice guy.
Yeah. They're always nice afterwards, I'm sure, when thousands of people are screaming out McLovin.
He is engaged.
He's engaged. Okay.
Chris Mintz-Plasse is engaged.
Okay.
Huh?
I didn't even know his last name.
Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
That's his. Okay. All right.
I heard McLovin. Was it? Sorry.
Was it a soft McLovin in there?
I better not ever run into him, because I'm just going to say McLovin a million times.
Everybody.
No, I wouldn't. You know, I don't like confrontation, guys.
Have you ever run into anybody and called them their character name?
No.
Ever in real life?
I don't think so.
Okay. I think I got close one time and I couldn't remember this person's name, and I just wanted to scream out their character name, and I just shied away. And I just said, "Hey, you person," because I had no idea.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I was like, I had no idea. I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah. What do you call that guy? What's that person's name? You have unbelievable facial recognition, though, so you can spot anybody.
Yeah.
Typically, I'll lean over to you and just be like, hey, dude, what's that person? And then you'll be like, all right, cool, that's who it is.
Right, right.
Yeah, I only refer to Jesse as Helen.
Yes.
Helen Keller, yeah.
And I would love it.
Yeah, it would be awesome. It'd be fucking
I
awesome.
would love it. Helen Keller, I'll say all the lines. I'm a little fucking monkey and I dance for the money. This story just kind of came up, and I'm wondering if you guys know who this is or whatever.
Okay.
Donna D'Errico?
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Baywatch?
Yes.
Yes.
It's an interesting story
Big
in
fan back in the
that she's slamming hater women for reporting her sexy snaps. But
Is that her now?
yeah, and I think she's just so embarrassed. So if you go to her Instagram...
Wait, but is that up on screen, Bob?
Yeah.
Okay, because is she confused by the pumpkin, or what's happening there? What do you think?
You're just being a
that
hater.
face?
You're just being a hater.
Is she about to hop on the pumpkin?
Yeah, I can't really tell what she's doing there with the pumpkin. So I also want to point this out for the audience. I know who this is. She's got to be in her 50s.
She looks 19.
She sure
Okay.
does. So what
So
is happening here?
She is so pissed.
Those are filters.
So go to her Instagram and or go right there. That's fine. So she posted this.
Okay.
Now she posted the picture. Bob, can you do a...
Yeah, can you do a dramatic read
reading?
here, Bob?
This is Donna D'Errico.
She's posted this picture, and next to the picture, this is what she's written.
Okay.
Do it in the Helen Slagerman voice.
No, I'm not. Here's another photo that had to be removed in order to lift the shadow ban on my account after a group of women haters went through my account reporting all my posts. There's nothing wrong with these photos, so I'm turning right back around and reposting them. Have a beautiful day, hater women. Feel better about yourselves. Build up other women. In doing so, you can shine too. Failing that, I guess you can simply kiss my ass.
Wow. Wow.
Here's another photo that these
showed everybody.
hater women. How dare you?
Shadow ban.
Shadow ban. Shadow
You
ban.
get shadow...
Is that a video of her?
You get shadow banned for posting that, or she just wanted to bring attention to
Not
those?
real sure here. Okay.
Oh, here's another one.
Yeah, in slow motion.
Is she mad about this one?
There's a group of women haters who routinely report all my posts because it makes them feel better about themselves to see a thriving, confident woman
Okay.
get shadow banned and have to keep taking down all of her
It's
posts.
true. It's true. Women hate other women. They never support each other.
It's
Well, that's true.
true, but
It is. Hey, like literally, all you have to do is walk into a room and be like, hey, ladies.
Right.
Girl power, right? Yeah, women are the best.
Right.
Unite, girls.
Right.
What's the best way to keep your baby alive? And then run out of the room.
Yeah. Breastfeeding or formula?
Can we, Bob? Can you pull up her age? She looks like she's fucking 19 years old. Like, what is happening here?
I saw 55, but let me double check.
I was gonna say so. My guess would have been 55. What is
she? Is
I don't know. It's just hitting weird for her to post these.
It's very odd because nobody gives a shit. These are stock standard bikini
no one gives
photos.
a shit.
This one I'm seeing through a little bit of the.
Yeah, surgery does wonders.
It really does.
But 55?
Money is the root of all good.
Also, I don't know. We've had guys who are like 55 from California on the show, like the guy from Bubs, right?
Yep.
He looks not a day older than 30.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just,
true.
I think it's just
money,
lifestyle.
dude.
Well,
it's
some
California.
I think certain people also have genetic gifts where you're like, all right, cool. There's nothing you can do.
They're just happier.
Yeah.
Genetic gifts. Yeah.
I would be so happy in California. Granted, not the taxes and everything, but just the general weather.
Well, it
You
does
deal-
help your skin and everything else. Like I
You
will say
deal
that.
with it. I know you guys, we've forgotten about this out here, but like really humans need to like go outside,
Yeah.
sunshine, fresh air,
Yeah.
maybe some
Go to the beach.
go to the beach,
So I used to walk. I used to
get
walk
some
my.
exercise outside.
I used to walk my dog on the beach every single night. So no matter how long I was stuck in the studio all day, I was at least outside for like an hour and a half every night on the beach with fresh air and all that stuff.
Yes.
It does fucking help. So does eating good and like
On every corner
clean
is a
meats and all
natural
that shit. Yeah.
food place or juice that you
Yep.
can pop in, not a Panda Express next to a Popeyes, next to a Chick-fil-A, next to it with
Chipotle.
no other options.
I know. There was a
And
health food place
so-
right next to my office. Yeah.
And so
It- it does make a difference. as
Yeah,
much
I
as
guess I just
hate to
didn't
say
know
it.
if this.
I just hate the people.
Yeah.
If we could just kind of eliminate the people and kind of go back, it'd be great. But yeah, it helps.
I just didn't know if this was a new thing that works to kind of get people talking about you, is to be like,
That's what I think
Hey,
it is. It's a
here's
great
my-
way to get yourself back out
because,
there.
right? Because other TMZ's talking about it,
Sure.
we're talking about it, whatever. I mean, it's obviously just bots or somebody that like
It's fine, but
doesn't like her in the neighborhood or something.
Shouts
But
to Donna D'Erico at 55. Shit. Good for
yeah,
her.
but they're pretty standard. I mean, if you're on Instagram, you can find 5 million of these people. How do you stand out now?
Right.
Is you make yourself
Because
right.
well, here's the thing:
You
if
go,
you weren't
"Oh."
if you weren't a Baywatch fan, I don't know that you know who Donna D'Erico is.
No, I didn't. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, okay.
Yeah. If
Is
you're not
this thing?
if you weren't a Baywatch watcher,
Okay,
because
okay.
the other thing about Donna D'Erico is she was with Pam Anderson all those years, so she was. We talk about it fucking being overshadowed there. I mean, it was Pam Anderson, and then
For
it was like,
sure.
oh, who's the other one?
There
And
was
then
a
she had
brunette
to
I know
kinda-
that was like real hot.
Yeah, there she is from Baywatch.
I think I'm more into her than Pam.
You think?
Donna,
It was
Baywatch
at
Donna?
the
She's
time.
cuter for sure.
This is like a
at the
Garrett
time.
Ruth situation, you know?
Yeah. That's super inside baseball there.
No,
I
I'm
like
just
it,
saying
Bob.
I masturbate to both.
Sure. Obviously, Ruth outlived Gehrig, so you got to go there. But yeah, you're trying to, hey, dude, I'm still alive. I'm still with us and everything else. But that's also the other part of LA. We'll go back to the Matthew Perry thing is like, you're doing this weird shit on Instagram to feel alive or stay. I don't know, dude, But she looks great. Good for her. I'm sorry she had to resort
And
to this.
I'm just sorry that there's so many women haters that are
Tons.
reporting her
And
posts.
Jesse, it sounds like you're one of them, okay?
Oh God, I don't have the time.
It sounds like
I do wanna-
you're
I want to ask her, like,
one of those guys.
who?
Yes, I think that's the thing. Is just like, is there a mob really? And also the term shadow ban at this point. Are we? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it shadow banned or are people not really?
No,
with your content?
No.
Uh,
Yeah.
It
people
is.
unfollowing? Did you have a
is.
bunch of bots before? Listen, I don't know.
Like so that's a funny thing too. Like, all right, she has 2.3 million followers. She's also like a thought, so those are probably
What's her
mostly,
engagement like, Bob, on this
Exactly
shit?
right.
She's mostly real, but
Probably all bots.
26,000 likes on 2 million.
I mean,
That's not great.
yes, it is.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's-
I
that's-
don't know.
That's
John likes
1 out of
that
10. That's
I
great.
don't know.
1 out of 10 is great.
But anyways, we get to tick all the boxes. Bob gets to go down a Instagram rabbit hole.
Sure does. I want to talk about Creed, if you don't mind, coming back. They're back.
Oh, okay.
Tour.
Back on tour. They announced, I told you this was going to happen. I feel like I'm responsible for this. With arms wide open.
Every band you've ever heard of from the 90s.
Well, no, because Daughtry's on this list. And I'm like, dude, it's the summer of 99 tour. But Daughtry's there.
We already went through this.
No, so that's the cruise. Oh. So what they did was they ended up using the same lineup for this world tour.
Oh, okay.
Bob, can you pull up the list here and see how close they're getting to Austin? We've had a shit ton of listeners hit us up and say, "Hey, can we go to the show with you guys?"
It doesn't seem like an Austin type of.
I don't think they're coming to Austin. It feels like San Antonio, right? You know who hit me up on Instagram
Dallas,
today?
Yeah.
Rudy Reyes. And he goes,
No, not
brother,
Dallas.
You spoke this into existence. I want to go with you. And I was like, yeah. Is there a better person that you would love to go to Creed with than Rudy Reyes?
It's more of like a Lubbock vibe.
I think it's San Antonio. I think it's Riverwalk.
San Antonio, too.
It's all three. None of them are main venues. Actually, so in San Antonio, they're playing where the Spurs play, but I think that might be the only venue in San Antonio.
So we got a Dallas, we got a Houston.
Yeah, Houston, they're playing the Dos Equis Pavilion.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty. It's an outdoor one.
And then in Houston, the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion.
I'm not familiar with Houston like I should be, but
I'll go. Feels like it's in Sugar
I would go to
San Antonio. I'll go to the one in San Antonio for sure. What's the date on it, Bob? Is it next year?
Yeah, it's next year, September 13th. So but basically a year away.
Yep. Great. And I just want to know. I want to get my travel plans situated and all that stuff, so I know where I'm going to be that night. Hotels are going to sell out probably very quickly. So
is this?
What, Jesse? They are.
I know, but if they could get even a little tour together right now, I think it would benefit them a little bit more than a year.
Well, they're signed on for the cruise, and that's the problem.
Does this also prove that Austin's not a real city? It's not a major player if we can't get Creed here.
Oh yeah, music capital of the world, please. We don't get anybody.
They're going to Alpharetta, dude, Georgia. That's where I'm from. I know that amphitheater. God damn. No, these are legit venues, dude.
I know. I know.
So Austin's not the music capital of the world anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to Walnut Creek in Raleigh. God damn. We've been to Walnut Creek. It's a fucking huge pavilion.
Yes.
Son of a bitch, man. They're back, baby. We did this, I feel like. Good for them. And I think the Rangers won last night. Yeah. If they end up going to win it all and Creed's playing at the fucking finale, we'll go. That's a must, obviously.
I think that's what I'm saying. It's like striking while it's hot.
It's still hot. So here's the thing. It just happened with Blink-182. You still have to book all this shit out in advance, and then it was all sold out and all that. We thought, I was hoping they didn't. Then they came back, and you were like, "Oh shit, is this gonna work?" And it worked.
I went to a Blink-182 show like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
but they replaced Tom for it, which was mostly fine. But there's one or two Tom songs that they did anyway because they were just big songs, and it was like, no, this is
the
working.
Tom song. Like you can't. No one else can say "Where are you?" like him.
Where are you?
Do you know what I mean?
Nobody can say that. Nobody can say that. I agree. But he's back. And from everything that they've posted, he's like, look, we should have never broken up. We're going to stay a band forever, and this is going to be awesome. They just reposted another world tour that they're doing next year, Blink-182. So
I'll always go see Blink-182.
You know what's weird is I think the new album either just came out or it's being reviewed right now, but the reviews were really fucking good, surprisingly, for the new Blink-182 album.
I listened to it the other day. It's great.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Dude, a lot of people were saying that, and they were like, hey, dude, it's like they never fucking left. And I was like,
are they using the same like scientifically proven chord progressions to systematically make, you know what I mean?
He should. So should Drake. Drake should go back to that as well, and he doesn't do it.
There's a formula that they follow.
Yep, and so Drake used to, and he hasn't had a fucking good album since he strayed away from that formula.
It was developed by a psychiatrist. I forget who.
Oh, to trick you into
no, it's just like this.
To doing it?
It's hits all these certain neurons and whatever just makes you go like, damn it, I love this.
It's great. So many great ones. And then Creed, same way, Right. Still listening to them every day, and I can't wait. I don't know much about Three Doors Down. And then the Daughtry one's super strange. Creed could have had their pick on this one, I feel like. And there was better options there.
You know more Three Doors Down songs than you care to admit.
Probably, but I mean, if you're going 99, it's called the summer of 99, there's just other bands from 99. Like
Three Doors Down was huge. Huge.
Were
I
they?
don't know if you remember 99, dude. I mean,
I would have gone Limp Bizkit. Like, could you pair up with Limp Bizkit? That would have been a fun show.
Limp Bizkit isn't fucking doing shit, are they?
They are, yeah. He just did a thing the other day. Fred Durst was on the other day. He was dressed up like a grandpa for something that was really funny. You know? Everybody loves grandpa humor, Jesse, and I'm sorry you don't. All right?
And that wasn't recently.
Because wasn't the last Woodstock in 99?
I thought they had one after that.
Oh, shit.
Come on, you know so many Three Doors Down songs. So
All right.
Fire away.
We didn't do this last time?
No,
Okay.
I think we did.
I don't think we did with Three Doors Down because you just go like, no.
I'm here without you, baby.
Oh, yeah, I remember that song, yeah.
Oh.
I'm here without you, baby. I'm lonely. Yeah. No, we did this. We did this last time for sure.
No, not that song.
But pull up 99, Bob. I think that the last Woodstock was in 99.
It was, yeah.
It was. Okay, so great. Who was on that lineup?
But then it's not necessarily bands from 99. Do you know what I'm saying?
We'll know who was and wasn't, though.
Okay.
You know?
I mean, first off, they're missing like Korn.
Korn's a little too hard for Creed.
They are.
Right?
Korn fans aren't fans of anything else
no,
except Korn.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Let's see here. List of performers. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Metallica.
No, they're not doing it with them.
Limp Bizkit, Korn.
Yeah. Oh, DMX, R.I.P.
Yeah. Alanis Morissette.
No, it's
Kid
not a good
Rock.
fit. Kid Rock's not
Creed
a good fit.
played it, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
that.
They put on the show of a century.
They also had some older people there, like John Entwistle from The Who was there.
Okay.
Beck.
All right, I'm looking at that list, Bob. Sugar Ray's on there. Sure. If you would have put Sugar Ray with those guys, that would have been a fun show, I think.
The Offspring.
Is Buck Cherry there?
Shit, The Offspring was just in the office the other day.
Yo, crazy bitch.
And we didn't know.
yeah.
That wasn't 90s, though. That was more...
Yeah, 99.
I thought it was mid-2000s.
By the way, The Offspring was in the office
99.
the other day, and we had no idea.
What?
Yeah.
What? Who was?
Here?
Oh yeah, that's right. He's in
I
Dickie's
met him.
new
He was
band.
super nice. Yeah, I met him, and I was like, oh, shit. And one of our listeners actually pointed it out, and he goes, hey, man, do you know the fucking Offspring? And I go, what? And I go, that they were here the whole. And he goes, yeah. And I was like, holy shit, it was super nice and quiet. So I felt very embarrassed.
Hey, so
Buck
you're gonna
Cherry,
go far, kid.
Buck Cherry's on that cruise.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
God, I would have. Selfishly, I would have loved Rusted Root on that ticket.
So there's strippers on this cruise, right?
Yo, yeah, this is the time. This is the time.
This is their entire playlist.
Jamiroquai. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Is Jamiroquai on there?
No.
Oh.
But that was a 99 band.
Yeah.
They've got, let's see who else. Fatboy Slim. That's
God,
kinda soft.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
All right.
Praise you.
We got Seven
They're gonna
Dust.
fucking praise
Fatboy
you.
Slim opens, Limp Bizkit was in the middle, and then you had Creed close it out.
Holy
What
shit.
about
Everybody's getting
Eagle Eye
pregnant.
Cherry?
We're
Everybody's
missing
getting
the biggest.
I had no idea these people played Woodstock 99.
Who?
ICP.
ICP
Did they really?
played Woodstock 99.
You had all the juggalos at Woodstock 99. It makes more sense.
Yeah, it makes sense why everything burned down to the ground and they never did it again. Wow. The string cheese incident. Come
Vertical
on, man.
Horizon.
Come on, man.
Was where? At where? Are we we're looking at what?
This is the lineup from Woodstock 99.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about the string
James
cheese
Brown?
incident. Offspring would have fit with those guys for sure. Yeah, James Brown did it. There's a famous story of they didn't pay him, and so he stood off to the side of the stage and goes, "James Brown, don't get on the
Rage,
stage.
dude.
James Brown gets paid."
Rage
and then the
Against
money
the
got
Machine.
wired into his account, and he was with his manager, and he goes, "James Brown just got paid." And he goes, "Great." James Brown goes on stage, and then he goes out on stage and just crushes it.
Counting Crows. They could jump.
Oh shit!
They could jump on
you
there
put
right now,
Counting
dude.
Crows on with Creed. Let's fucking go,
How about
dude.
fucking Everclear?
Everclear. If Everclear was on there,
Yo.
I would go on a cruise.
Those three in particular, yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. And then Fatboy Slim does the after party, like the nighttime shit where everybody's taking ecstasy.
Yeah, but besides praise you, what are we doing?
There's a laundry list of hits from those guys. It would shock you.
Everlast.
Hey, Everlast just popped up the other day on SportsCenter. I don't know if you guys saw that segment.
Wait, are they the ones that tweet all the time, or?
He was really funny. He was really affable, and he was super amped that he did jump around. I mean, this will go back to like, hey, dude, everybody loves this one song. Great. Who cares if they only know me from this one fucking song?
That's Everlast?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. He was the lead singer of House of Pain, dude.
Really?
And so he goes back. He went back.
I was like, what the fuck?
Everlast. His solo career was. What it's like.
Oh yeah, and that was a huge song, dude. That was a huge song.
But
We're really getting nostalgic here on Perry's death, man, because this is all the same time period.
That was a perfect rendition of that Everlast song.
You really got Jesse on that one.
Well, there was no words, but it was an essence. It was perfect.
What is it? To sing the blues? What was he actually saying? Or
to sing the blues.
What I don't know what he was actually saying. But
Nobody knows.
Good.
It's not there's no words. It's just a feeling.
But they brought him back because that House of Pain song is the end of the third quarter song for Wisconsin, and all the student section goes jump around. And so they brought him back for SportsCenter to do a full segment on it and kind of the history of it and everything else. And he's super grateful as well. He should be, because he owns the publishing rights to it. So, I mean, that song, how many fucking times does that play in the state of Wisconsin a year, for Christ's sakes? He's loaded off of that one song, you know?
Yeah.
And good for him. Good for him. But man,
yes,
Creed.
Crows, you motherfuckers.
Creed with Everclear and Counting Crows. My God, man. Holy shit. What a time to be
Father
alive.
of mine.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love Everclear. Not
Yeah.
even as a joke right now. I still do.
It's Halloween tonight. Everybody's taking the kids out and all that other stuff. What was your favorite Halloween memory growing up?
Favorite Halloween memory growing up.
Who were you? Who was your best costume ever? Who you got?
I don't know. Pirate?
Were you a pirate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a pirate.
Just a dirty little pirate running around the neighborhood?
Yeah, just like a dude, like a, movie quality dude pirate.
Okay. That's not bad. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's definitely weird.
Yeah.
I was into all the special effects makeup and all that stuff. The stuff that you're good at that you're going to do tonight for the other kids in the neighborhood.
For the children's?
For children's, yeah. I was a really, what I thought at the time was a realistic Freddy, with the latex and all that stuff. Like, we really went for it,
Oh, yeah, I bet it. If we looked at the picture now, I bet it would be like,
No.
gosh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. So you thought you were killing it, huh?
Children were frightened, and not because of how good it looked. It's because it was probably self-applied and
peeling off and falling onto, yeah.
I found pieces of that face in my pillows and sheets like years later, where it was just like, oh, that was the night I attempted to be Freddy.
Right. Right.
And then our kids, because you do professional makeup, one of them's amped about it and they're doing the professional makeup and all that other stuff. The other one's just like, I want to be a robber from the 1930s and like a Christmas Story, like, with the striped thing in the hat and the, yep. He'll be warm at least.
An old-timey
robber. Isn't that a weird costume for a 5-year-old to pick?
It is. I don't know. I think on Kick Badowski, there's somebody that is there not? Where he has the bag over and it's like an old school. Because I'm just wondering where he's seen it. But yeah.
It's not often a 5-year-old wants to be an old-timey robber from the 1930s.
Look, yeah. Better for me. I'm doing makeup for 2 other people, so.
But when you go to Spirit Halloween and you have your pick of anything there is, and I go, gosh, you could be, even he looked cool in this little Scream, the little ghost thing, and I was like, oh, this would have been awesome. And he goes, Dad, it's just not the robber costume that I'm thinking
Ninja
of.
Turtle,
yep.
They've got the full shell, everything.
Movie's back. It was in theaters. They've got all the fun stuff for it. No, just want to be an old-timey robber from the 1930s again.
Yeah, but I was a hobo too one year.
You were?
Yeah, and it's I'm sure my parents were like, what?
Hobo was a classic costume.
Right?
You wanted to be a hobo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is starting to make sense. All right.
Hobo, pirate.
Yeah.
Softball player, Home Depot. We don't know what's going on. Never wanted to be a princess ever.
You walk up to people's houses and you're like, oh, look at that the dirty. Are you a little dirty hobo? That's fun for a 6-year-old, 7-year-old,
And I used to like to go real realistic and just have a little flask and like the whole.
Yeah, were you actually drinking too?
No, just
7, that would have been great.
No.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
But you always go to that one house in the neighborhood where there's a haunted house inside, and then they ask if you go in. I love those people who still go all out for it.
I know.
But it scares the shit out of people now, and I wonder if people aren't doing it as much.
Yeah, so it's more like, even at school, it's like no gory costumes, nothing scary.
Is that what they said on that memo?
Yeah, and like people are real weird if someone has like a really gory decorations out front either. So, it's just what's happening to everything, to be honest with you. But
because when I was a kid, there was this one fucking old house in Georgia, and they would have like live chainsaws and shit like that. And we had to sign release forms, and then the clothes you wore, they told you whatever clothes you're wearing are going to be ruined, like in some form of pig blood or something like that. And it was the best. Goddamn, it was scary as shit.
For sure, yeah. I think we just protect little kids.
I know, but I liked it.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit,
yeah.
I should never go into this house ever. And it was this one house, like I think we all had it growing up, where it's not in a neighborhood. You see it passing down the road, and you're like, who owns all that land in that Boo Radley type house? What the fuck are they actually going to do with that? And then once a year, they have this scary Halloween house, and it's the family itself who actually lives there and puts it on. You're like, holy shit, yeah. Instead of murdering the entire neighborhood, you just decided to do this every year and kind of push it right to the edge.
Sure.
And then pull back and say, surprise, we decided not to murder all you guys.
It's me.
Yeah. And that was almost better for, I think, everyone in the town at that point.
Yeah.
But I do miss it because we used to have fucked up shit like that in Georgia.
Yeah.
Texas does some cool shit, though. I know we rip on Texas all the time, but it was a little too chilly to go this year. But remember that one place where you could just fucking rocket fire apples at cows and shit?
Yeah. Oh, like pumpkin festivals and shit. Yeah. Well, so it was either too hot or too cold, and those two things happened within a day.
I know. So it was wild. Yeah.
So no, we didn't go.
So, Bob, did you ever take your kids to that pumpkin patch out there? It was about 40 minutes from here.
What? Which one? At the park?
It's like it's like berry farm,
it's like a
sweet
berry farm,
or like
something
all
like
those.
that.
I haven't taken them to that one.
Yeah.
I've taken them to the Dripping Springs Fall Festival.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been to
okay,
that
cool.
berry farm.
Huh?
I've been there.
Oh, you have? Where you can launch the full apples at cows and shit? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where you're like, man, if I could hit this cow and it gets hit with his apple, that's probably going to hurt the cow.
I went solely to smoke cows, yeah.
Did you really? Yeah. Some other people did too. I watched a fucking dude, I don't know, 22, who was he had pails of apples, and he was just launching them at these fucking cows that were off in the distance. And I was like, man, this doesn't feel right. But it's also so Texas that it was maybe this does feel right.
Yeah.
Sweet eats.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But I like that.
Yeah.
And then they took you off in some rickety old trailer to go around the pumpkin patch.
Hayride.
A hayride, yeah.
Yeah.
And but
it's always too long.
It was for you.
Oh, it's just kind of like, like what are we doing?
There was huge. I don't know if we told this story, but there was huge like gaps in it too, like grates and things like that. Jessie lost her phone out in the middle of this. Paddy field full of cow shit out there, and we had to find it, and that was fun.
Yeah.
But you can't get her to go on that. The motion sickness out there was a little too much, and it was, to your credit, it was pretty long
and boring.
Yeah.
Look, if I'm gonna get motion sickness, it's gonna be for something fucking fun. Can we do a couple little crime corners, or do you have?
Fuck yeah, let's rage.
I do want to do that video.
Yeah.
What, the body cam?
Crime corner.
No, I want to do the liquor store one?
Oh, I have to find that. Okay.
Okay, because that one's quick.
That was Dan's.
That was Dan's.
Delco's? Okay.
Just, we like...
It's not a liquor store. It's just a regular,
Just convenience store, right?
No, it's like somebody's shoplifting at like a fucking Nordstrom or something.
Oh, is that on Donut?
Shoplifting at a
Is this on
Nordstrom.
Donut Operator's feed? So Donut's a friend of ours.
All right, maybe it is a
Grocery
convenience
store,
store.
yeah.
Donut's a friend of ours. Follow Donut Operator.
Right, so I just think the video...
I just saw the video.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see it. I haven't seen this.
No context. Let's just watch it.
I
Okay,
think
great.
no context, and then audio.
Fuck it.
Sorry, you got to watch
Well,
YouTube.
we'll explain it afterwards to the audio listeners. Go ahead. I haven't seen this.
All right, here we go.
So shoplifter getting stopped by a security guard with a shopping cart. All right, blocking his way.
Yeah,
you ain't
I
getting
like
out.
it.
You ain't getting out.
I like this. I like this whole thing.
Oh wait, who is this man?
Oh,
Holy
that was just a bottle of
That was a Coca-Cola bottle.
Coca-Cola, one of those plastic, just like
No way, a 2-liter. Just a fucking
perfect
2-liter.
shot, dude.
Holy and it's two-handed.
Yeah.
Oh
it's
my
like an
God,
pass.
dude.
Tomahawk throw.
The way that he just like slumps, where you go like, "Hey,
It's a knockout.
He could be dead."
No,
I
it's a
mean,
clean knockout.
Yeah, where he just like gunk.
I hit him in the temple. He's knocked out.
Oh,
What a great, perfect throw.
I'll
Look
take
at this
him
guy.
for. Oh,
And he looks like Ken Bone. If you guys remember
and it's
Ken
such
Bone
a
from the
good
2016
like
election.
axe throwing. Like if you were.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Look at this. I'll go
dude.
slow motion here. Steps
Wow.
Boom,
in. He's
boom.
already ready. He's already got it. 2 hands.
Yep.
This is essentially.
And he's not even freaking out. He's calm as a
All right, I want to point something out here on the guy's throw.
Sure.
Now you're saying axe throw, whatever. What I'm seeing is a throw in soccer. Look
Yep.
at his back.
Oh,
leg. He doesn't
you're
pick it up.
right,
Perfect. He's a
dude.
soccer player. You're
He
right.
doesn't pick it up.
Yep. You're right. Oh, he doesn't pick it up. You're right. That's a legal throw-in. That's a legal throw-in.
Bang, gone.
See you
I like
later.
it. I like it.
Where was this?
Lord
Oh,
knows.
that's fucking awesome.
I
Lord
don't see
knows.
where.
Don't worry about it.
Or here, he got it from another account. Let me see what this guy says. He doesn't have it either.
That's great. Sign him up, dude. That's a
Anywhere
soccer throw-in.
USA, really.
That is a
I mean,
soccer throw-in. Love to see it, dude. Fight back. You know, it's like Nature Nook on the
Yeah.
show. Fight back.
right?
People steal from your store. The store's not going to be open, dude. Like, that's the fucking rules, man. They're going to lose money and shit.
Good guy with the soda bottle.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Right?
What a great
And a
throw.
fucking great throw. I mean,
Man.
how good did that feel?
Because
Too?
you get one shot, right?
Of just like hero.
You get one shot.
Yeah, one shot, hero status.
Amazing.
Because then you hit him somewhere else. Now he's pissed at you. Now
Yeah.
he's coming after you.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
for
mean?
Sure.
All right. So this next story, I think we'll do the teachers. Yeah? Yeah. So last week, I think, we did our fun debate of the hot teacher,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
get whatever, in Missouri,
big
wasn't
fan
it?
of hers. Yep. Big fan of hers.
So now we have
Mm-hmm.
possible, conspiracy or some kind of ring happening at this high school. OnlyFans teacher scandal part 2. Second high school teacher from the same Missouri high school busted with OnlyFans accounts. So these 2 women, right,
Yep.
were busted within,
the same,
think
wait,
not
the same
that-
school as the other chick?
The same school.
same
No
school.
fucking way.
So now we've got a little bit of a fun conspiracy on our hands.
Oh, boy. Who's hiring these hot women to be teachers?
Well, are they? I mean, do they have other things in mind when they're hiring them? You know?
Yeah, who's doing this? Oh, boy.
Megan, 31,
Yep.
English teacher and varsity cheerleading coach
Come on, man. Come on.
at
man.
the St. Clair High School. She was put on leave Friday after her X-rated moonlighting job was revealed. So this isn't her exactly sending 2 kids, right? Uh-huh. But OnlyFans is very accessible.
Anyone can find it.
Anyone can find it,
Although,
and
I
if
don't-
anyone's going to try and find it, it's
your
a high
own
school
student.
kid.
Yeah, it's your
But
own students.
Let's be fair. High school teachers should be able to have OnlyFans. They don't make enough money.
Now, that's also a fair point.
I guess.
That's also a fair point.
Pay our teachers. Pay our teachers through OnlyFans, obviously, because we want to see them nude.
And then this other...
So this was the other chick who she has an OnlyFans as well. This is not the one who
No way,
hit
dude.
up the kid.
No. These are different.
Yeah.
God damn.
Just a high school full of hot...
What is going on at this high
Horny
school?
This is what
ladies.
happens. I'm telling you, underpaid teachers. This is what they have
I never
to get
had
to.
teachers that look like this. Never.
Not even close.
No, not one. Not one. I don't even think our kids. Our kids don't even have teachers that look like this. We don't have anybody.
No.
No one that looks like this. You don't do this, especially to high school kids.
Well, they like to hire younger teachers now because they're cheaper.
Well, obviously, because
sure,
you're just
just
getting
like
out of
straight out of school.
And my God, man, if this had happened to me in high school, yeah, I would have been in trouble too. You know, this is fucked up. I think you need to trace this back to who's actually doing the hiring here.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just some guy, just some fucking like.
Who's
guy.
the principal?
Well, the Brianna Kopich girl is now a millionaire.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm
Which one is
sure-
she?
The
Is she the
The
blonde?
blonde. And so she
How much the one
told
with the big tits
her
getting?
dark-haired friend, hey, girl, you want to make some money?
I guarantee they talked to like that. You just like
Yes.
lean over one day and you're like, I'll tell you how I got this Tesla. God.
Yeah, and like-
Yeah, there's people that you
Is that
wouldn't
her
even-
right there?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's not teaching anymore, so YOLO, right? Just fuck.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
out. She got
Yeah, 'cause
fired.
they got-
Okay.
There's normies everywhere that you wouldn't even know that make decent money.
Yo,
Yeah.
now they're homies. Look at that.
Here they are
Just
together.
two teachers doing our thing.
Posted this 2 days ago.
No way. Love and support. It says they don't have many followers.
She
Yeah.
does because she's been out for a while. 44,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's verified. That's not easy.
You can buy
you
it
can
now.
pay for it.
I've seen people with like 500 followers with verification now.
Really?
You can buy it.
Yes, it's
Who
actually...
who are you buying it from? Or from
Zuckerberg.
Instagram?
Yeah,
Zuck, they
I
give
didn't
you
know
a
that.
thing. You just have to...
Zuck sells it.
Doesn't your name have to be the same as your ID, though? As your
Yeah.
handle?
It's not even that much. It's like I think you have to just pay $14.
Yeah, it's like $14 and you just like show them your ID so that they can
Gross.
verify you're a real person.
Boom.
Wow, dude.
But then, yeah, you'll get
That's
people with check
insane.
marks that like have 150 followers and you're like, oh,
Yeah, that's what
okay.
I got too. Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, all right, well, I guess this isn't a thing anymore.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a crime corner.
If
It's a good faha
No, it
corner.
is because we're trying to. This is going to be a long crime here. I think we got to figure out who is hiring these people.
Right,
I mean,
so
it's public information. Hold on.
So
Well, it's got to be the principal. I mean, who's in the room making the decision? You know what I'm saying?
it's the St. Clair High School, right,
The
in Missouri.
district?
So the
No,
district.
It is, but let's face it. There's got to be one dude on the board who's just like, "Yep, put her in there. We're all good." What are we getting out of this?
Here we go. Who's picking?
Michael
Cornwall.
That guy looks gay. That could
Does
be the
he?
second one. I'll pop him up on
Actually,
screen.
looks the opposite of gay.
You think so?
Yeah.
This guy jerks off.
Dox that man.
Yeah.
No, we're not doxing him. This isn't doxing. We're just trying to figure out a
This is
weird
all-
situation
this is all
of
publicly available
yeah. This is all
We're
public
just throwing
information.
out wild accusations.
Yeah.
That's
We
it.
are. We have no knowledge of
Look at that
this. We're
Derek Ward
strictly
fella.
speculating here.
It's all Derek Ward, really.
For the lawyers, go to the bald guy.
No, yeah. Brian
Down.
Robbins.
Yeah, and the AD, I don't think it's the AD.
No, keep going. Go to the bald guy.
I'm on him. Oh, you want me to?
No. Down. The real bald guy. Four down. Bald
this
guy.
guy.
Actual
There's-
balls.
So bald means no hair. There you go. There he is. That's the guy. That's
Are you putting these on screen?
yeah.
Oh, God.
This is all public info. We're not
Doxing.
speaking out of school here, literally. Who's got the nurse hat on? Do you take a nurse photo hat?
I guess.
She is a nurse.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, but I don't. It's an old timey sitch. I don't remember a nurse ever wearing the white little hat like that after World War II.
Just throwing it back.
Oh, look! All right, so go to Clarissa right there. Clarissa Galentine.
Well, she's right below.
Just pop her up on screen real quick, please.
This is what a teacher looks like.
Yes, this is what every teacher I've ever had looks like. Jesse, right there. Okay.
This poor
Really?
woman.
Yep. I never had a how. I always dreamed of having like someone who looked like you, as my teacher, and it never happened. And then later on in life, I got to actually do it, and it's fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got to marry what you wanted back in the day, and that's what I got, was that woman right there as my teacher. So I never had a shot at somebody like you. If you were my fucking teacher, holy shit, I think I could have talked you into it back in the day.
No.
Yeah. If you were 23,
no.
If you were 23 and I was 17, 18.
How tall were you?
At that point, I was 6 feet. I was good looking.
Just kidding.
Dude. I was good looking already too. And
I don't know what we're talking about here,
I think
but
I could have made it happen. I think I could have made it happen.
With her, yeah,
no,
for sure.
You, dude.
Oh. I was like, yeah, you could have talked.
Her? No, dude.
You could have talked her into it.
That no fuss haircut. But that's what a teacher should be, by the way.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be sitting there all
can't be fucking distracted.
Up.
Although,
all bricked up during
wouldn't
class.
It make you like want to do better?
Show up to class.
Show up, want to do better. You don't want her to be mad at you. You want her to be like,
early. I'd be getting tutoring.
Yes.
I'd be getting detentions.
Yeah. So maybe
how much time could I spend?
A horrible idea.
The best ability is availability.
We're gonna end with that line.
We should have just went to black right after that.
We should just cut right after that. It was the perfect ending.
Well, this is Halloween. Yeah. This is Halloween.
Oh boy, that's great.
We're all so excited. Bob, you got a family Halloween costume.
What are you going as tonight?
So Rory is a Dalmatian.
Okay.
Cute.
Finn's a firefighter.
Cute.
I just got like a flaming Guy Fieri type shirt, and I'm the fire baby. I'm the heat.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be.
Did you get the hat? You should have got the hat with the fake hair.
He's fire.
I was gonna go pick up some like red and orange and yellow ribbon at the grocery store on the way home.
Sure.
And just wave it at chase my kids around. I'm the fire. They have to put me out.
Oh,
I've got a fire suit behind this set. I could actually light you on fire if you want.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have to roll yourself out, obviously, but
Yeah. So he's giving out needles, razor blade. He'll be actually on fire.
On fire. It'll be a really fun house to go to.
He'll be like the.
Hey, remember that guy in the neighborhood who was actually on fire and then gave out needles and razor blades?
Yeah, he fucking moved, dude. He moved.
They were clean needles and razor blades. He was a blast, wasn't he?
Wasn't he so fun?
So much fun.
Too cool for this neighborhood.
Delka, what do you do tonight? You're single. Are you out? Are you going out? Do you have a thing? Do you have a Halloween party?
It's chest day.
Oh, shit. Sorry, man. I didn't know. I didn't know you were going for a PR on Halloween today.
During the week, though, that's not like go out Halloween thing, is it?
Tuesday? Yeah. Well, I mean,
you do it the weekend before.
Do you have a girlfriend? I saw you in a picture with some girl the other day. You dating somebody?
No, he was in a picture with a girl.
Okay.
He can't be in a picture with a fucking girl?
Nah, he sure can. He can be super quiet about it and cagey. That's all fine. I just wondered if you guys had a Halloween party that you were going to together or something like that.
They don't do Halloween parties.
It was Saturday.
During the week.
In Austin?
On the weekend, dude.
Yeah, not Tuesday.
Like, this is the kids' fucking night.
I didn't know.
Family night.
I didn't know. You know?
The weekend is when you're actually going to parties. You're slutting it up.
Also, aren't you taking your kids to go trick-or-treating? You're done by 8, right? It's not even a long night.
No, it's not a long night.
No.
Yeah. And tonight, when it's cold, shit, probably 7:30.
Yeah, I'll be done by 7 for sure.
Yeah, with little kids for sure. But I didn't know if you guys went out to a bar in like 6th Street or something like that and slutted up, did some shots. I guess that's what Jesse and I are hoping that you're doing. You know, just having a blast.
Not 6th Street, but yeah.
Well, whatever, dude.
Tuesday.
Whatever. West 6th. Who cares? Who cares? Either way, hope you're having fun tonight. Enjoy your kids, your family, your friends. And then, look, the ladies are going to have to slut it up inside the house here tonight. So it could be extra fun for you because you don't have to go out. And it's just like, hey, hun, I don't get to go out with my friends and slut it up because it's too fucking cold on Halloween. I can slut it up in the house for you. So enjoy it. Have fun tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star and leave a quick review. Also, head on over to Spotify. It's just a 5-star and you can walk away. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.